right, good morning from this absolutely stunning beach with these rock formations. Today I ventured outside of Bilbao just a little bit. Took a bus to this city called Bakio, I think is how you say it, to then head over to an amazing, I don't know what to call it, maybe it's like a fortress. It's kind of like an island that is incredible. It was the Dragonstone in Game of Thrones. I don't watch Game of Thrones, so I didn't come because of that, but that just shows you how gorgeous it is because it was filmed in that show. It's called, and I am going to mispronounce it, I have said it differently and incorrectly every single time, but it is Gaztelugatxe. And so I'm super excited. This is why I came to Bilbao. Not that Bilbao wasn't amazing, but I wanted to do this, and Bilbao is the closest place to go, so I kind of killed two birds with one stone there. But like, look at this, you know, the bus dropped us off one stop past this, and we passed this, and I could see from the windows, and I was like, okay, no, I need to come to this beach and, you know, just look around. I have some time. You have to get a ticket in order to go to Gaztelugatxe, and so mine's for 11:20 and it's only 9 o'clock, so I have plenty of time to kind of take some pictures and just, oh my god, this is so beautiful. This is, you know, the beauty that I'm seeing already, and I'm not even at the location yet. You have to walk about 45 minutes from this area, from this city, to even get there. So I do know it's gonna have like dramatic cliffs and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm incredibly excited for today, and I'm just gonna take this all in. Okay, yeah, so this helpful sign is saying it's 2.5 kilometers. So 2.5 kilometers, yay! This is the way. I mean, so far the walk there, it's really beautiful and green, and you're walking along the coast. So yeah, you know, you have a 2.5K walk, but could you really mind if this was your view? Fairly confident that is where I'm heading, is right there to that island with the cool little arches on the bottom, but we're starting up here. But I'm gonna get some coffee first. Right here there's like a little restaurant stand. It's very pretty here. I haven't had any coffee yet, so, and my time isn't until 11:20 and it's only 10:30, and that place opens at 10:30, so I'm gonna get some coffee, get some caffeine, get hyped, because I mean, this is already just like a really cool formation. I'm really excited. I know it's going to be even more incredible. Like right now the trees are blocking kind of it, and it's kind of far away, but yeah, this is what I came for. Look at this view. I mean, come on. Ooh, okay, so we have a sign here, something about a mirador. Let's go. We're gonna go to the mirador, and then we'll head down that way. Let's see what the mirador has in store. It's only 100 meters, so okay, so yes, the mirador is totally worth it. It was only 100 meters off the path, and this is like the best view that I'm probably gonna get, because now you can see, okay, so now you can really see why, because there's like this bridge that connects it to the island, and it has all these like really cool formations, like the little arches there, there's like caves over there. So yeah, this is really cool view. totally worth the little detour. All right, so we're getting closer here. One thing that I love about this experience is that you have to get a ticket and they control how many people can come in at a time. So my time was 11:20. They wouldn't even let me in until 11:10. You can come in 10 minutes before, but I think it's to reduce the amount of people, which that makes me thrilled. Like,
jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know,
how freaking cool is this place? I mean, I feel like I'm actually in a castle. Like I'm going to a castle. Like all the other European castles, like the one in Madrid and Germany and Austria and all that, you don't actually feel like you're in a castle. It's a whole bunch of plexiglass in front of a chair that someone sat in 500 years ago that doesn't really matter. This, I mean, feels like a fortress. This feels like, you know, a real, true, you know, castle, like a wall to a castle. It's so cool. Okay, I am gonna start heading up now. I think there's like 241 or 244 steps, so let the challenge begin. Let's head up these stairs to the very top. I'm sure the view is going to be phenomenal. All right, I made it to the top. This is what the view is from this end. Not super impressive, but you have like this church thing here. And then there's a building inside with like a fireplace. Now this is impressive from the top. You can see all what I walked from an eagle's view, the pathway. How awesome. All right, my time here has come to an end. I had a little picnic at the top, took in all the views. Now it's time to see what awaits me. Time to go all the way down and then all the way back up. Okay, so this is like, so the path I was on to Gaztelugatxe is circular, so you can also enter from here and it goes down, and you can go down this way. I'm not going to do that because I've already seen it, but the lady was telling me that there's a path this way that's only basically 2.5 kilometers to a lighthouse, so I'm already in this far. I might as well keep going and see what that's all about. She said it's worth it, so I'm gonna check it out. It's just, you know, 3 miles. All right, we made it to the lighthouse. Definitely more than I bargained for. It's gonna be a pain to get back up, but I think the views are worth it. We're gonna check on this side. I mean, the lighthouse, who cares? And it's nothing special. Okay, here's my recap from the lighthouse. I think it is worth the time to come for this view this way that I'm looking at right now, because you get to see this part of the island, or of the fortress. You see these cool rock formations. The sun is like perfectly positioned for lighting right now. But the lighthouse itself is nothing spectacular whatsoever. You also can kind of get some cool views here with like the water rushing against the rock and this cool kind of rock formation here. So if you have time, it's a nice little addition. It is a pretty steep down, and so it's going to be a steep up again. But other than that, I mean, I had the time, I had the energy, so I went for it. I think it's worth it. Definitely the fortress is #1 priority that you have to do. Like that, if you're coming here, if you only have time to do the fortress, do the fortress. Then I would say the beach where I started. That would be my second, and then this, the lighthouse, would be third. If you could do all three, wonderful. All right, 5.6K back to Bakio, and then the bus back to Bilbao. All right, it's steep going down, so I'm doing the old walking backwards trick to preserve my knee. So I guess, I mean, I've always been taught, who knows if it's right, that if there's like a really steep incline, you should walk backwards down it. It's better for your knee, which it does seems like it works. Who knows if it's a placebo or not, but yeah, we're doing this backwards. I feel like an idiot. I probably look like an idiot, but I'm glad there's no one around to see this. Almost to the bus stop. Okay, so I am at the bus stop and I realized, well, I learned a lesson. Never rely on Google Maps or Move It or any of the apps for public transportation. And here's the reason why. So if you look at, if you can see my screen, I don't even know if you can see it. So I put in my location to the hostel and it says bus scheduled at 5:40 p.m. in case you can't see it. Okay, so that's option number one. So I relied on the bus coming at 5:40. Okay, great. But the issue is, it's a holiday here in Spain. And so when I got to the bus stop, here I am in, nope, that's Bilbao. Bakio to Bilbao. So normally today is a Monday, which is laborales. It comes every hour starting at 7:40, which is 7:40 in the morning every hour. So that makes sense that Google and Move It would have it coming at 5:40 p.m. However, if you go down to the other box, festivos, way different schedule. It's not every hour, it's every 2 hours. And so I got to the bus stop. It says it was leaving at 17:10. I literally got here at like 17:20. So the bus is not coming until 19:10, which is 2 hours later. So that's kind of my lesson. You know, we rely on technology a lot. But the more critical thing is if you look at the Bilbao to Bakio from this morning, I got the 8 a.m., so it's festivos. I grabbed the 8 a.m., but I was planning on getting the 8:30. I just happened to be super early, and thank God I was, because there wouldn't have been another one until 10. It takes over an hour to get here. So let's say I got here at 11. My appointment was at 11:20 to enter. And as you saw, I had to walk 2 kilometers to get there. So I would have missed out. I would have completely not been able to go today. Thank God I just happened, and this is why I'm always early to things. You just never ever know. And that was super important to me to not miss this because I knew the timings were important. So lesson learned, don't rely, if it's something super incredibly important, I would not rely on any of the apps if you're in Spain, because, you know, when you have festivals, you have different days. The public transportation doesn't run normally, and obviously the apps are not picking up on that. All right, so I made it back safe and sound to Bilbao. The bus situation worked out perfectly fine. So I didn't get stranded, but yeah. What a wonderful, amazing day. I would say this is definitely top 5 of my adventures in Spain. Highly recommend. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Physically demanding though, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat that. It was a hard day. Lots of walking, a lot of incline up and down. I was really being careful with my knee. I think I'm okay. But yeah, if you're gonna do something like this, I will warn you, it is pretty physically demanding. My time here in Bilbao is wrapping up. I am exhausted. I think I might just order some food to the hotel and then go to sleep. And I got an early train. It's like 7 in the morning, but I gotta, you know, get up early, get to the station and all that. So it's gonna be an early morning.